Litehouse Foods is almost a 50-year-old company, and we've been in the salad dressing business since the 60s.
The Sandpoint facility produces currently around 100,000 cases of product a week. Those are all of our dressing, dips, and sauces. The cases that we produce are anything from a 6-pack of jars to 250-count pillow boxes. Translates into about 150,000 gallons a week, or about 7 million gallons a year.
We are the #2 manufacturer of refrigerated salad dressings in the United States.
Before we had CDC Factory on the floor, we had a manual paper tracking process that we did.
Everything was handwritten on documented forms. In order for us to reconcile information, it would take hours to go through it.
The CDC Factory project was a development based on efficiencies and capacity. The most impressive thing about the CDC Factory implementation process was the professional project management and the ability of the software to be configured quickly and out of the box.
Since implementing CDC Factory on the floor, we have instantaneous audit measurements that come up and prompted on the screen for the operator.
Now with CDC, everything's there. We can look at it on the fly while we're running to find out exactly whether we're meeting what our expectations are on the run. We're able to track all of our downtime reasons. It's been an integral part. It has taken away I can't tell you how many hours it has taken away from the accounting part of our jobs because it tracks all this information for us.
CDC Factory was adopted very quickly and embraced by the shop floor. They use it every day that we're manufacturing product. It's simple to use, it's graphical, it gives very quick results and tells them how they're doing on a particular line.
We got green colors, we got yellow, we got red means we need to get moving, green means we're very successful in what we're doing today. The shifts come in, they change shifts, well, you got to beat the shift before you. The crews have become very enthusiastic and competitive since CDC Factory came onto the floor.
Some of the efficiency improvements that we've seen with CDC Factory is an increase in our OEE measurement in one plant at 14% and another plant at 6%. With the increase in OEE, it increases our efficiencies, utilization, and the way that we use the equipment. So therefore it reduces our costs, which means we can produce more for less.
It's given us a lot of, we call it low-hanging fruit, that when we installed CDC Factory on the floor, some of the stuff that we thought were fine was a bigger problem than we thought. So we were able to go out there and just knock out all this low-lying fruit right off the bat and see instantaneous improvements of 10, 15, 20% on almost every line.
It helps us go after areas that we could improve in. It really breaks things down for us, making us a much more efficient organization than we were.
The CDC Factory project was developed as a business project first rather than a technology solution. We looked at all of our business processes on the shop floor, determined where we were inefficient, where we could increase utilization, and thereby increase capacity. We did very little changes in our IT infrastructure and our IT systems. We were able to utilize the infrastructure in our PLC network that was already existing.
CDC Factory has truly been an integral part of the improvements that we've seen in our portion control department. Yes, there was a learning curve that we had to go through with the new employees, with all the training processes, but once we had it figured out, there's been a tremendous upside to it.
It's not just the supply chain, it's not just the ERP, and it's not just data collection, it's not just factory. It's those pieces and parts tied together with other things that we're doing that's allowed us to increase our capacity without having to build a new warehouse or a new manufacturing facility.
I believe that CDC Factory is the perfect fit for Litehouse Foods.